Hello and welcome. This is the Nabors Cut Capstone Snapshot presentation, and I am your presenter, Jaslet Wandry. Now, let's jump right on in and let me explain the mission of this snapshot presentation. By executing this project, I will help a new but known brand, Nabors Cuts, become even more well known on social media, being that they are now new to social media, and I will also be helping their brand to expand. I will do this by helping this brand build a social web presence that they do not have through campaigns, contests, daily inspiration, and more. I will do this through marketing and as well as helping them to become a new Nabors Cut with a new reputation. I will gain insight that I will be able to use in future projects as well as my career. This final project will represent as an example of my overall skills and knowledge I have gained in this program because it showcases what I have learned while building this brand's PR plus social presence from the bottom up. Now, the goals. This capstone thesis project studies social media tactics, brand development, and event implementation for a startup company in their grooming hair industry. In order to determine its impact of the main goals to increase clientele and followers within the target market of 21 to 35 years old by 40% by August 2017, which will increase brand awareness while establishing meaningful relationships. The goal is to gain brand awareness through social media for Nabors Cuts. This plan will help set up a social contest as well as open up barber conversation in the social world. This plan will help show business owner Robert Nabors how to run his social campaigns when my work as a PR publicist intern is all done. Social media is very important to the Nabors Cut brand, being that it can bring in more clientele and increase brand awareness, and the owner, Robert Nabors, wants to base his business off of it. Social media will be used to help spread Robert Nabors' experience as being a cosmetologist specialist for the last 20 plus years in the world. It will allow him to offer virtual classes, tutorials, as well as give the word of inspiration on a daily basis to help new barbers and stylists in his field, in addition to drive clientele to his new website that will be built and raise awareness to his new brand. Multiple relationships will be built plus developed through this capstone project, for clientele to partnerships to new lasting friendships and business ventures. The objectives. We like to be able to use marketing to inspire and inform new past clients of new and innovative technologies, trends, along with Robert Nabors' personal accomplishments. We would like to teach my client, Robert Nabors, to become an expert such guru virtually within the hair industry by sharing effective videos and content via social media. We use the virtual plus physical relationships to increase profits by increasing the amount of clientele and merchandise sold. Will increase the amount of referrals Nabors Cut receives along with the amount of followers they gain. Will improve Nabors Cut's reputation and image. Will increase online presence to bring awareness to services being offered along with new products and events. Will increase social reviews to help increase social perception. Now, the strategies. We would like to create a new marketing campaign to gain awareness to the brand and launch a website so that the brand can have a home base and all social platforms can have a mainframe to drive traffic to. We like to create brand awareness through social campaigns to drive new clientele to website launches and appointment pages, as well as we would like to create and execute so that we can create a specials for clients that book online and refer a friend. We like to create ads for all social campaigns. We're keeping an eye on social reviews and keep making quick responses, fulfill the social media habits of Nabors Cut's target markets, and we'll create social videos to increase awareness via YouTube. We also want credible research, and we have some. A barbershop is a very visual business that offers clients a way to innovate or change their current style. It is a place that thrives on customer relationships and great conversation. The conversation must continue even when the customer is no longer in the shop, and the best way to do this is by the word of mouth or socially. The site Boxlist made a great point on this with their article, Digital Marketing for Today's Better Barber. They stated, many businesses do not understand the value of comprehensive review strategy. A review strategy There starts by encouraging reviews, making sure acknowledgement and thanks those who leave positive reviews. More importantly, making sure that you acknowledge and reply to all negative reviews. There will also always be unsatisfied customer acknowledging, and this fixes issues in communicating with unhappy customers will negate the negative effects online. Overall, people understand that there will be compliments. They value more your response than the original compliment. Creating a competition online could be an impact a business negatively, and it can impact a business positively. It all depends on how the narrative is handled and if a business is active in the conversation or not. After much research, I have came to results that these are the best strategies to increase and improve Nabors Cuts brand. When approaching Nabors Cuts target audience on social media habits, the results yielded that 25 to 40-year-olds of age, middle class income range, eco-conscious, spend 10 to 14% above the average on beauty products and services, says SBDC Net. In addition to U.S. studies by IPSOS, found 18 to 34-year-old social network spends 3.8 hours a day tweeting, poking, and liking, compared to 3 hours for 34 to 55-year-olds. So targeting this demographic socially will yield better results on improving brand awareness. YouTube also has a major impact for business. YouTube can make a beneficial impact on business and its web presence. It offers a business a more innovative way to connect with new clientele. The results yielded that today more than 100 hours of videos are uploaded to YouTube every minute. More than 1 billion unique users visit YouTube each month, according to Nielsen's YouTube research. More U.S. adults age 18 to 34 than any capable network. Now, by being able to have a reach this great, a brand can list tutorials, commercials, inspirational videos, allowing clients to see a different side of the brand. By posting videos to YouTube, a business creates additional opportunities for its content to be seen. The top 500 non-entertainment brands on YouTube, 131 of them which are technology brands, have more than doubled their average subscriber base in the past year. I would like to use this subscriber base to help gain more awareness to Nabors Cuts. Now, there are some tactics. Like to create email lists along with email campaigns to gain new followers and clientele. Create plus execute a campaign on Instagram to encourage Nabors Cuts followers to promote the Nabors Cut brand page and pictures they created while wearing Nabors Cut merchandise and tagging Nabors Cuts in their posts, plus share the Nabors Cut page with their friends. Most shares plus tags becomes brand ambassadors for the month. We like to open up communication on other influencer pages to be a part of their followers and to build relationships with influencers. Build partnerships and sponsorships with other brands to increase our business network. Like to create blogs to spark conversation twice a week and share it on all social sites that are relevant along with the company's website. We'll send a weekly video with a 2-minute educational update that keeps subscribers informed about the hair industry. And send a bi-weekly newsletter via email and physical mail about all things Nabors Cuts, giving tips, infographics, and brand/social updates, and develop and execute social campaigns that drive traffic to the website. So, the evaluation and our benchmark. I plan to use Google Analytics to measure average time on site, unique traffic, and top keywords. These numbers and metrics are important because it will allow me to know what and where Nabors Cut needs to improve, and where and how to advertise Nabors Cuts campaigns too. If my goals are not met within a month time frame, I will attempt to resolve the issues by finding new sources to create brand awareness and looking at different sources for new metrics. Now, with the primary research and results, I also conducted a focus group where most of the group's participants were recruited via word of mouth, personally, and the rest were recruited via a direct message and social media. The participants were from different diverse backgrounds of government, business, cosmetology specialists to college students. They were questions from the view of an individual needing hair service to individual offering hair services. For the procedure, primary research was conducted through a survey that was given to a focus group of people of 6 3 hair professionals, and 3 individuals that regularly get hair services. In the course of the primary research, I received a few cancellations and I chose a few different participants that were not a part of the original focus group. Now, so let's look at the analysis. The results were gathered by hand, email, and social message. I also created a survey on SurveyMonkey, but it was not utilized. The data was statistically significant because it helped gain a better understanding into some better choices for Nabors Cut to make. For example, 50% of all survey takers felt that hair grooming services was a big part of their life, whereas the other 50% felt that it was not. Now, this study was not experimental, but more observational, being that it was collected and opinions were given. The data offered Nabors Cut knowledge into how to better their business. The makeup of the respondents was 3 males, 3 females, 2 Caucasian individuals, and 4 African American individuals. Once again, 3 individuals are shop owners, 1 is retired, 1 is a business professional plus college student and government employee. Results. The research conducted was to know industry information about how to enhance Nabors Cut's hair services. This was very important, being that the clients are coming to the cosmetology specialists to keep them up to date with the industry and grooming standards. Now, to date, Google Analytics has been implemented. The target market of Nabors Cuts is men and women of all racial backgrounds in the ages of 20 to 30, born in the years of 1987 to 1995, in the income level of 30,000 to 75,000 of professional status. In Minnesota area, specifically the greater east side of St. Paul, that are high school graduates with the desire for professional and unique hair grooming services. Individuals with the need to keep their hair grooming services to a high quality and want them on a weekly to bi-weekly basis, as well as individuals that are required to keep high quality grooming services for business and pleasure, interested in entertainment events, sophistication, achieving, and in the middle to upper class. All tactics have been used to help increase followers and clientele to Nabors Cut up to date. The themes from messages of innovation and positivity were used throughout the Nabors Cuts brand and throughout this Capstone project. The stakeholders in Nabors Cuts are its creditors, sponsors, employees for hire, interns, government, and its agencies, the owner Robert Nabors, suppliers, Sola Salon, and the community from which the business has drawn its resources. Please feel free to check out some of my sources that was used throughout this presentation. I would like to thank you so much for your time, and I hope that you have a great day and you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you.